Is for you transitioning from macro tracking even possible? Do you ever think or feel like you will be able to trust yourself without tracking at all? Like everything in life, everything has its process. It takes a certain couple of stages that you need to successfully evolve from to be able to get to that point where you trust your body, trust yourself in internal cues, and you no longer need to track in order to feel you're in control. In order to experience this, you will go through all the stages of learning. From unconscious incompetence, you don't know what you don't know, all the way to unconscious competence. You don't even have to think about anything that you now do and know. In the beginning, you're likely unaware of everything. You don't know what you don't know, as I said before. Your choices are going to be guided by your instincts, your impulses, rather than actual knowledge or informed choices. You basically are operating from a beginner's standpoint. Then you transition to the second phase, conscious incompetence. As you get familiarized with tracking, with your food, with knowledge, there's less gaps in your knowledge. You become more aware of those gaps, those things that you didn't know before. You become even hungrier for more knowledge and better understanding of what's in your food. So you start tracking more diligently, you're excited about what's in your food, and you get curious. You actively seek information, and you always want to sort of understand more about that. Over time, you start becoming more conscious about your awareness and your knowledge that you have gained over a period of time. And finally, you can track your meals, meticulously analyze your nutritional information, making more choices that are based on better awareness and knowledge. And gradually, you get better at balancing your macros, portion sizes, choosing the foods that feel good, and you're not requiring so much looking up things or searching about what is the right decision because you know better. But it still requires you some little effort to continue maintain this awareness and start trusting yourself a bit more when it comes to knowing when you're hungry, knowing when you're not hungry, knowing when you're full, knowing whether eating is the right answer. Maybe this will happen after months, maybe after years. It all depends on how has your relationship with food been for a long time. But you will get to a point where you no longer need to rely on a tracker or rely on weighing something to know how much you should be eating, how and when you should stop. You learn how to trust your body. Now know when to listen and stop. You know when is going to be the time that there is something beyond hunger that is triggering your appetite or your urges to eat, but it's not necessarily hunger. And this is unconscious competence. Nothing happens overnight. It will depend totally on your background, on your relationship with food, on your dieting history, how long this process will take, and also at what point are you ready to let go of that control, of tracking, of weighing, of measuring every single thing you eat, every single thing, every day you do put on yourself on the scale. There will be the time that you no longer need that because there's been an evolution inside you that goes way beyond just measuring data. In other words, you have mastered the basics for achieving sustainable, long-lasting results without needing to track, without needing to weigh, without needing to rely on something else, but just your body, just your intuition. Now you're equipped and skilled to make informed nutrition choices. That is powerful. Now the question is, which stage are you